I've been wondering for a long time since his debut of what Andrade El Idolo was going to do when he joined the ring, and the crowd was hot for him, man. Was he ever? And I like this pairing as your debut match in AEW because I'm a huge Seidel fan. I think he can work high, he can work the ground, he can sell great. I think it worked really well. Very surprising, before I praised this match, I was very surprised that AEW decided to put a picture-in-picture commercial break in the middle of a debut, a very popular and very praised debut match. One we're looking forward to. The pop that Andrade got when he debuted was phenomenal. But they decided to do that picture-in-picture, which I guess will gain you more time in the match, but at the same time, it slows the momentum for me. I mean, it's different when you're there live. But that was a little surprising to me that they did that picture-in-picture in there. But anyways, I loved right away the mask entrance. I really thought that was great. I know with the promo you were showing the mask, I really enjoyed that Andrade was wearing the mask. I was hoping, I think his ring attire, should be a little bit adjusted. I'm not for those pinstripe pants, kind of like Gangster Mob. I mean, I think the gimmick is good, but maybe to wrestle in something different. That all aside, Andrade showed us what he's made of. Showed us why he's a star across the world. I'll let you go because it's the clock's going off.
You're good. No, I agree with you. Everything about Andrade's whole presence, right? Like, for those of us who know where he comes from and what he's done, it's obvious and it's evident that this dude has the swagger of a superstar. And AEW's done a nice job of allowing him to be presented as such to this point. I will say I'm already kind of curious about the pairing of Andrade and Vicky together. I wonder if Andrade needs. I get it. I get that English is not his first language, and that you want to have somebody help him with some of the promos. But I think that Andrade has enough. I think that the fans want to see him as a face. I mean, and that's me as Mr. Heel. I think that Andrade.
He was getting that pop. He was getting that face pop.
Yeah, he's just. There's something about this guy. He's just his natural charisma. And when you allow him to just do what he does best in the ring, I think that's the way to go with Andrade. I get that he's got that cockiness that makes you want him to be sometimes presented as a heel.
Right.
But this dude is a showman. And that flash, that natural understanding of how to play to a crowd, that translates all over the world, and that's why he's been a global phenomenon. He understands how to connect with an audience. I think that they're just this is really an opportunity for AEW to tap into a superstar that could take them to another level. I know that you don't want to just go heel or babyface all the time. I know that there's some characters that walk that gray area, but Andrade feels like if they present him right, could be a legitimate guy who can be a believable, compelling babyface, which is a hard thing to do in professional wrestling these days. He's a fun guy to watch. In this match, as you getting into the match itself, this was a great debut for Andrade because have a guy like Seidel, who JR emphasized, throughout the match, is a true veteran. Has seen it all. And in-ring styles, I know SPD, that's what you were excited about this match. In-ring styles, it's just such a great blend. Mirror, in a lot of ways, these two mirror each other. Guys who can go and do a lucha libre, do some high flying, but also have some abilities to do technical work that is as good as anyone in the world, right? So just really a blending of styles in this one, and it was evident that these two connected. They clicked. The match was very seamless. Was overall pretty smooth. Again, agree with you that the picture-in-picture hurts, but in some way, shape, or form, we as fans sometimes need to just come to. It's hard to say this, but come to peace. The show we're watching is meant for advertisements. That's how they make money. So
That's true. They make more money on that than pay-per-views. So
get it. So I mean, when eyes are going to be on the product, those commercial, the rates for the commercial go up. And I think that when
true.
they knew, people are going to be watching Andrade's debut, and I felt like he delivered. I think that it'd be interesting to see how things continue to play out from here.
Yeah.
Andrade made it very clear as soon as he debuted, right, that he's coming for championships. So,
Yeah.
is he a believable contender for Kenny in the near future, or do you see him going after Miro? I think that that's a really interesting way that you could
I
go.
know.
And either way, I think the fans are going to be in for a treat.
That's a win-win. I mean, before we moved on to the next segment, the intergender match, that the in-ring stuff was really impressive with Andrade, and I really love that moonsault landing and then another, backflip onto that. That it just showed like the control and the capability as like a move that I've never seen. So it was pretty cool to see that, and then just to really stomp on it at the end and hurt Seidel even more to kind of push the heel. But I think he's going to naturally get over with the crowd like we're seeing with the DMD for sure.